Hello, hello. Hello Theo, hello Cryptic, how are you lads? Microphone alright. Well, good evening everybody. Welcome to the realistic event number 2 at WNR. From Interlagos, Brazil. It's a realistic event for you this evening. No racing this weekend. So just like over Christmas we've decided to do this. So, let's see, we've got a full grid for you tonight. I see we'll run through everyone. It looks like everyone's in and everyone's in the seat. Just waiting for the last minute and we'll get started. Oh, we've lost someone. No, we haven't. Before we get started, shout out to Rainbow, well, Welsh Maldonado, straight on the Twitter there. That's great stuff, that. See all the countdowns starting, we'll get ourselves on our way. Let's see. Evening, Jake. You alright, mate? Say 50% race, full qualifying. Oh, that's going to be good. Now I've got to find more things to talk about. Anyway, hope everyone's well and enjoying the snow if you have any. I know I have plenty of snow up in the northeast. Let's see, we're just waiting for one more driver. Here we go. Qualifying one's about to begin. Cryptic alibi, I'll remember this. Wilson giving me a bloody McLaren. Shadows as with where as usual. Good luck to all. This should be fun. This should be fun. As we see, the guys are starting to join me on stream now. 10 already. Yeah, so here we are. Interlagos as chosen by everybody. We have a quickly see a. Well, I thought it was a Williams jumping out. Is that straight away? There we go. Yeah, so we've got all drivers from all three divisions with us this evening. As the first person out on track in Q1 is Idenzo, as we all know, Premier League driver, last season's champion. So as I've already said, it's a realistic event, so Idenzo being theoretically the best driver in the league, he gets the worst performance car, and he's joined this evening, I believe at first, his teammate is his own brother this evening, Rick Dalton. You see, still in the pits, only 2 drivers out on the outlaps. Yeah, we'll quickly... So, unlike the last realistic event, where I assumed the car performances were relative to the how they portrayed on the game, that isn't the case. So based on performance wise, I'll try to run through the grid as best I can. Obviously Mercedes being the best team, as I then was about to start the first lap. There's the message coming in. Serious mushroom again with we all know, Harry mate. Yeah, so Mercedes team tonight, theoretically in the quickest car. Would you say the slowest drivers? Theo and Swanshanks, they make up the Mercedes team. I believe the next car you'd have is the Red Bull. That's the team, by the looks of it, is Captain Infinity and Dylan. So again, the top two teams theoretically have the League One drivers, and you've got two Premier League drivers in the worst cars. So anyway, as I say, Denzo is just coming through the end of sector 2 with a 51 seconds, obviously purple lap. I'll just shut up about that and we'll go across the bets on times here. Would you say a 108 straight away? There you go, 108.3 in the worst, theoretically the worst car. That's the benchmark for everyone. Denzo, don't warm the tyres, you can't polish a turd. I don't know, but Liam in the AlphaTauri has only put in a 108.4. So as people start getting the first times in, Jake Wilson with a 108.9, Tango with a 109.0, Rick Dalton a 108.7, the other Williams. Is that Dylan next? No, Dylan's heading into the pits. Marvsky, whereas Marvsky's invalidated. Let's see what Theo can do. We'll see how he's starting his lap. The other Ferrari, Tango, he'll be on his... And that Sloth in the Alfa Romeo, invalidated already. Where's his teammate? Where's his teammate? Oh, that'll be Tango, so it'll be... Yes, I'll quickly get the grid up. Get that back into general chat. So Jake put that there. Yeah, so your Red Bull team, been through them. So third team performance wise is your Racing Point. So you have your boss Jake Wilson. So we've got an Alfa Romeo. He's in the pink Mercedes, and his teammate is should have been Woods. Is Woods? Yeah, yep. There's Woods there. As we're about to see a yellow time set. Was that Jake Wilson? In his second lap. It's fine. Yeah, so your fourth team is a McLaren of young Tommy and Cryptic. I imagine this is a kind of yin and yang team. Cryptic spent all day whinging about his car. Tommy's been the total opposite, kept quiet as far as I'm aware and never said a dicky bird. One's quite happy, starting his lap on the mediums. Again, it is full qualifying. I'm unsure why the lads are coming out on Q1 on the mediums. Anyone care to tell us that? That Sloth about to come across. No, it's a red car though. He's getting in lap. Yeah, Tango about to better his time, goes up one position. Less 500ths of better time, but I'm sure he's looking for more. As Jake Wilson's coming into the pits. McKenty's about to start a lap. Sloth. We've got the pink cars next. So hold on, I've made a mistake. I knew there was a change because I knew I'd seen Mrs. Jonesy. As I say, Woods. Woods is about for his first time. There you go, 108. As his teammate, I'll not get to him in time. Mrs. Jonesy. Must have been on and out that, I do apologise, but we've just seen them go off. Have I got any ring damage? No, car's looking alright there, must have just hit the wall, but he has invalidated. I knew I'd noticed something different anyway, so it's not Jake Wilson in Woods, it's Mrs. Jonesy in Woods in the Pink Mercedes. So Jake's in a Renault. So he's going to be in the Renault, he should. And he is in the Renault with McKenty. So Tango's left the session. Jake's got a chance, he's probably got a million things. So, oh, this team is totally wow, this has changed from like, when did this get posted? So you posted it at 7:15, and so within 45 minutes the grid's completely changed. I do apologise, I'm just reading what's on there. As you can see, times get put in, laps get started, people are coming into the pits. Captain Infinity's in the pits, so Dylan's about to get his first time, goes P1 with a first driver to put a 107 in, 107.8. Right, so we'll try this again. So again, performance-wise, so you've got Renault, then the Ferrari, then the Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo, Haas, and then Williams. Now, the drivers in them teams, we'll quickly run through. So Dylan is in the Red Bull, Denzel Windows in the Williams, so then we have Liam Yeh. He's in the Alfa Tauri. Dalton coming out, just starting a second lap. He's in the Williams. We'll have Woods in the Pink Mercedes. Young Tommy, he's in the McLaren. Jake Wilson, he's in the Renault. Looks like Tango's in the Alfa Romeo. Shadaz and Marvsky in the Ferraris. Sean in the Haas. Swanshanks in the Mercedes, Cryptics in the McLaren, Jake the Slayer in the Alfa Tauri, Sloth in an Alfa Romeo, McKenty in another Renault, Theo, as we know, in the Mercedes, Mrs. Jones is in the other pink Mercedes, and Captain Infinite is in the other Red Bull. So they're the drivers in the teams. Couple switch arounds. I believe someone is missing from the original grid. That might be the reason why. So we'll get back on board to see who's putting in laps. So, Jake the Slayer is invalidated. McKenty, he's just coming around turn 9 into turn 10. Oh, comes through sector 2. He's got a Haas in front of him. Hope that doesn't get in the way. Yeah, he'll have seen him. Coming up the hill, he's going to put his first time in. Jump on board. Go first time for McKenty, puts in P5. Well done to him. That's Liam on an out lap, so he's fine. There's one David Tripwick who's about to start a lap. Jake Wilson, he's about to start a lap. Theo coming in. Yeah, jump on board with Theo. He's about to put his first time in. Coming up the hill, it's a big sweeping left-hander. Turn 15. Onto the pit straight. What can you do? P9 to start off. So, the Mercedes. P8 and P9 respectively. Swanshanks and Theo. Let's see. Marvsky goes up a couple of places. So Jake the Slayer put a time in, taking him to P10. Well done, Jake, as we've got some Tango next. Where's he? He didn't better his time. What's his teammate looking to do? He's invalidated. We're about 6, maybe 7 minutes left. quickest about to put a time on. Where can quickly go? P14 with a 108.8. Quickly gets out of the way for the Mercedes. Careful, you've got to run up right up your tail box though. Be careful of that, mate. Well, it's not right up, so I'm assuming... I don't know, there you go. Careful, there's a car coming out the pits. We're not quick, knows what he's doing anyway. What's Sloth's looking like? Right, he's coming around for sector 2 now, opening into turn 9. Through turn 9 into turn 10. Yeah, obviously like we said, realistic performances, so the better drivers, Premier League drivers, are going to be in the worst performing cars. Obviously Dylan's retired from the session, he's obviously happy with that. Swanshanks, he's retired. He's happy with that by the looks of it. There's Captain Infinity's retired from the session, P2, yeah, he'll be happy with that. Obviously more time to come from the guys, but well done to Dylan. First, only driver so far on the 107, sorry. The 107.8. Tango left the session again. Hope Jake's spamming him with plenty of invites. Right, where we are. Very few cars left on track, so that'll be Theo. I've missed, has taken it up to P3, well done Theo. Getting really a lot out of that engine there, mate, well done. As you see, even Tommy is invalidated. That's Sloth now, invalidated, as we see a yellow flag. Is that for Mrs. Jonesy? He's took a spin. Yeah, he's took a spin coming through turn 9. Too much throttle. Took a spin at the wall, lost his front wing. And he's just moving out the way for the Haas. So yeah, a couple of Haas on grid. He's next, so here we go. Sean, he's looking to better his time. Still looking at like a 109. Yeah, just 109.0. Still better time. But, maybe he's feeling a bit hard done by. And that just cannot. Maybe he's losing a bit of time. As we're seeing there, Shadows, he's coming out. I know Shadows is. Driver who's driven all 3 leagues on a regular basis. Great advertisement for the league he is, as we all know, as we're seeing very few cars on track are just coming out. Hopefully the guys coming out the pits don't get in each other's way. Coming out right behind his teammate. That's a great camera angle, right? Love that one. Okay, is that Sloth's in the pits? See, Marvsky has gone 3/10 better. Again, cannot seem to find it. As we see, Sully has just crossed the line to start a lap. Shadows, yeah. So Shadows is about to start a lap. So driver starting the laps. Quickly jumping in the comments. Jake, mediums because I will go softs Q2 and I'm happy to start on softs. Says rain after 15 minutes in race. There you go. Yep. So rain after 15 minutes. Serious Mushroom, to be fair, can get in the 6s with equal cars on TT. Yeah, I was having a quick look in time trial earlier to see what type of times the guys on my friends list had me as well up there in the 106s, so yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it's a 108 for some of yous, which for Q1 has proven to be the case. We're on board with Shadows, who is still on a lap. Coming out to sector 2, starting sector 3, and he's gone off, but he hasn't invalidated. He's only 600s up, so well, he's on the same set of tyres, so Infinity is a good bet too. Yeah, you got a couple. You got a couple. You wouldn't rule out. And psychologically, for some of these drivers, I mean, we all know Rick and Denzo, Liam. You getting ahead of some of them, you're going to psychological boost it's going to give you. I know it's realistic performance, but what a boost that will give you as we're coming to the end of Q1. The last few drivers, told you, I think the race will be Dylan in front of Wilson. No offence to the others. I don't think people are offended at all. I wouldn't necessarily chosen them three either. There's definitely a few. I'm trying to focus on who needs to save themselves. Shadows was down. So we can jump on board with AlphaTauri. So Jake the Slayer, is that him next? Yeah, he's just seen a purple sector, so he's looking to get out of Q1. But he's come straight into the pits. Oh, so he's hoping he's safe. Jonesy's invalidated, so Jonesy's out. Cryptic. Let's see what Cryptic can do. 104, 105. I don't know, you know. I think he no. Half a second quicker. Well done, mate. Up to 10th. I didn't think it was that as quick. You know, I do apologise. That car's coming into the pits. So is that Sean? Sean next. Yeah, Sean's coming up the pit straight. What kind of times is Sean doing? Can Sean qualify? No, so Sean's out. Sloth starting at the back. Shaddaz is going really slow, so he's out. So yeah, looks it's Jonesy coming into the pit. So there's your first few out. Sloth, Alfa Romeo starting P20. Sean in the Haas. P19, Shaddaz is P18 in the Ferrari, P17 Mrs. Jonesy, and Jake the Slayer has been pushed into the drop zone in P16, so yeah. Quickly jump into the comments again. Nice time by Tommy, yeah, or 108.3. Quickly run down the times. We'll see. Dylan, the only driver to go into the 107s. Captain Infinity in second. His teammate, the two Red Bulls. Yeah, looking good in Q1. Woods, Racing Point, is third with a 108.1. Look at the times though. All the way. Look at. Oh, sorry. Before we go there, top 18. They're top 17 all within a second. 2 to 17. So we've got Young Tommy in 5th, Theo in 6th, Aldenzos in 7th, Tango in 8th, Liam in 9, McKenty 10, Cryptic in 11, Rick Dalton in 12th, Swanshanks 13th, Sully in 14th, 15th is Marvsky in there, you can see Jake the Slayer, Jonesy, Shaddaz, Sean and Sloth are the drivers exiting Q1. I'll quickly jump in the comments again. So see who's that. Oh, we've got McGiff. Argentina. Hello, mate. He's joining with a nice shout out. Vin and the boys will be watching and supporting their stepbrother McKenty, who had knee surgery this week and using the race as recovery, using his pedals. The McKenty's had the. Oh wow. Yeah, well it would. The pumping the brake and get their muscles moving. As we're just seeing the Haas and the Renault are coming out. Is that Sully? Yeah, we're on board with Sully. So McKenty's had a operation and he's using the race as physio, so fair play there. Yeah, we should get well soon. Well, if his Q1 time was anything to go by, that's going to help his recovery a bit. There's Tommy appreciative of the comments off Mushroom there. People just giving McKenty a shout out. There you go. Just to confirm it, Niles, Argentina, but regular viewers knew that. Okay, so first, as we can see there, yeah, Sully is going to be first to start his lap. As we can see, he's on the soft tyres. So drivers. So what's the strategy then? Softer hards? That'll be interesting. The drivers in the back start on the hards. So first sector time there off Sully, 16.9. As he's coming around 6 and 7. Slowing it down into 8. Let's jump on board, let's see what kind of lines he is. Coming around 9. He's on the throttle here, nice and straight to the right, back to the left to swing it round for turn 10. Building up speed to 11. Doesn't take much curb, does that time. Does he get a nice apex? Yeah, keeps it off one curb, keeps it off both curbs. Right and left. It's looking good, this, you know. For the Haas, this is looking alright. Nice and left, yeah, 188. That's a good mark of that, lad. You see Rick Dalton goes a little better though. The 184, Jake Wilson in third. Same times coming in, and Idenzo with a 108.1. There you go, quicker again from Idenzo. Captain Infinity there puts it P2 on the mediums. So it's Captain Infinity, maybe he's doing a medium hard. Just seeing the comments coming in, but I'm not seeing them on screen. Is that going to be Dylan coming up the straight? Yep, Dylan's going to look to put a time in. No, he's not, he's starting his lap. Is that? Looks like the first round. Sully will be coming into the pits. Jake Wilson. Went again on the mediums. Just noticed see that Tango 185 from Tango, puts in P4. See the Williams are coming back into the pits. Rick has gone P7 with a 108.9. See his teammate, young Tommy. He's coming into the pits. There's Cricket looking to go again. Nope, he's not doing that. Just put a purple sector in. Purple sector 2 from Dylan, so this is looking good again. He's a little slower than his last time by 4/10, but he is on the harder compound. Again, Dylan. Really well there, we've got a... Well, that's a Ferrari on an out lap. I believe walking right on board with Marvsky in his Ferrari. The other Ferrari, of course, didn't make the 3Q1. Right on board with Morskis. He's coming through the SNRSs. Turns 1, 2 and 3. Ooh, invalidated there, so he'll be slowing down, saving up to go again. Let's have a look. That's Swan Shanks. Right on board with Swan Shanks, but if he's losing it. Is that Liam behind him? No. So that'll be Dylan behind him. Dylan won't be going on a lap, so just backing off. Let's see. It's just how the DRS activated. So nice and tucked into the left. Puts a P8 with a 108.9. So for all the realistic performance settings, the times guys are really making for a good viewing. I mean, look at the gaps there. I mean, that's fair play to you. So who's that coming through? Is that Morski? He's going to start his other lap, and we've got Woods on his out lap, and that's a Haas. Sully on the out lap. Everyone's on out laps. So go again with Morski. He's coming along that first straight. If you look into the comments. Medium, of course, there you go, medium to inters. I forgot about the rain, thank you very much for reminding us. Completely forgot about the rain, as we're seeing a yellow flag for a car getting out of the way. It's Morski's exit light on that tricky corner. Yes, all the way to the left to swoop it back in right. Finish up sector 2 with a time of 52.2. So now he's got to float, get his lines right. How much speed can he get out of this for P10 with a 109.7s. Again, respectable time, medium compound tyre. So the guys on the medium's not taking any chances. We're not quite sure when the rain is, but as you see, Jake Wilson's put the softs back on, so what you've got to think of is what are your Premier League drivers doing. So as you can see, Denzo's in the pits. Let's go to best. So yeah, Denzo and Rick. As you see, Liam's gone to P2, and Liam all trying to qualify on soft, so they're happy to go soft on the soft tyres till the rain comes. So fancy the next run from the guys, they'll all be on soft tyres. So who's that? Is that Woods coming round? Woods the last driver, put a time on the board. Where can you take this racing point car? Straight into the pits. Okay, so next is that young Tommy. He'll be coming into the pits, he certainly is. Is that Morski on a lap? Going really slow, moving out the way of Renault. McKenty. Just taking him into the pits. So yeah, drivers coming in, assessing the situation. See Swan Shanks. He's on an out lap. There's an Alpha. What's that Alpha Tauri doing? That'll be Liam on his in lap. Haas is next. That's Sully on an out lap. So yeah, trying to second transition period again, I guess. Cryptic's front wing went brrr. Denzo still smashing it in a Williams. The alien. Yeah, the guy is he's out of this world for sure. I mean, now you've got outside of your esports drivers, he's the best driver I've seen. But it's nothing he hasn't worked for. Got to give him that. And Rick, yeah. The relationship they must have as brothers must be fantastic. Obviously a purple sector put in by Swanshanks, but then immediately invalidates by coming off turn 4. So as you can see, every driver bar 1 has put in a 108 time. So I mean, Q2 isn't over by any stretch of the imagination in my book, like. Let's see, who's this Haas? That's Sully. Sully, yep, he's about to put a lap in. Let's see what kind of time he's got. Sounded a bit slow there, like a misfire in the engine. Yeah, I thought there was something wrong there. Let's see, Swanshanks, he's going to start again, or is he? Nope, straight into the pits. Jake Wilson. There you go. I'm right on board with Jake Wilson, who's about to start his lap on the soft tyres. Let's see where he can take this. How much extra time from his medium stint does he have? Yeah, Rick's only 3/10 off him. It's absolutely crazy. As I see a purple sector put in by Jake. Again, you've got to feel this time though, with the realistic settings, it is a valid purple. He's coming in to 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Trickiest part of it. Behind Maggots and Beckett's for me, it's up there with tricky little sections. Yes, that's nicely done by Jake. What kind of times are you looking at? 51, yeah, as we can see. 0.831 up as he's coming round to turn 14 and 15. Activating his DRS. Where does he put the car? A lot of people tucking it to the left. There we go. Jake Wilson, P1 with a 107.9. I hope he doesn't slow down too quickly because he's got Woods right behind. He's just started his lap. Jump on board with Jake's teammate. Which we have a yellow flag for. I can't even see. There, McKenty just couldn't see him there, but he goes third with a 181. Got that one. Tango, yeah, Tango coming round the corner. Turn 14, turn 15. His DRS is open. Start his lap. Yes, I've done it again. That's turning into a theme for me. Here, there. Yeah, and a lot of these drivers now just starting the laps. So starting his lap. So that's Swanshanks, he's starting his lap. So that Woods again. So quickly probably just getting out of the way. Can Woods get a time on the board? Yes he can. Where does it take him? P7 with a 108.3. So he's a lap up into turn 1. He's alright, he's got no one behind him. Got Captain Infinity. He's on his outlap. He's still on the medium, so he's confident to qualify in. Trying to qualify on them. So that'll be Jake coming into the pits. Who's next? McKenty, who will be on his in lap. Very slow. Getting out of the way of Cryptic. Cryptic, here we go again. Oh, isn't Cryptic? Let's see what Cryptic can do. Needs to put a lap in now. Then he's invalidated, so Cryptic's out of this session. He's just blew it in the first sector, I'm afraid. Marvsky, 15th. Cryptic gets out his way. As it rides on board with him. Marvsky coming around turn 4 and 5. Yellow flags all over the place. People just getting out the way, going slow, out of fuel. Captain Infinity I wonder if he just comes into the pits because he's safely through. And he's not safely through, but looking. So Marvsky will be first. Can he get out of Q2? Will he not captain in front of him? He's going for it. Marvsky can only move up one spot. Tango, can he get it? There you go, Tango moves up to P10, but he's still in danger. That's Sully next. Sully takes it into pit, so he's going to start P12 as the cars behind him coming into the pits also. As it stands, by my screen, Q2's over, and we have checker flag there, the driver in the pits. Yep, sorry about that. So Cryptic retires in the pits. He's going to be P15. Marvsky's going to be P14. Rick Dalton's going to be P13. Maybe a shock there. And Sully P12 again. I know that I'm the worst two cars. Them two drivers, two Premier League drivers out in Q2, and Captain Infinity had an excellent Q1, unfortunately stuck to the mediums, but it looks like he's going to start P12. So yeah, little surprises for Q2 there, didn't expect to see that, but yeah, your Mercedes, a Mercedes 1-2 of Swanshanks and Theo, well done guys. Jake Wilson in third, Dylan in fourth, McKenty in fifth, Denzo in sixth, Liam in seventh, Young Tommy in eighth, Woods in ninth, and Tango just got through P10. As you can see, Captain Infinity, Sully, Rick Dalton, Marvsky and Cryptic all going out, but again, top 13, all within 7/10, you know, so yes, surprises. Possibly Sully and Rick Dalton going out there. Marvsky as well. 3 Premier League drivers going out in Q2. But what isn't a real surprise is the League One drivers who have made it through. Well done to you guys. So could you say Serious Mushroom wishing he had the Rick and I Denzo's engine cheat. Wouldn't want to meet them in Warzone. Dylan keeping my prediction alive, good lad. They nerfed the Ferrari, didn't they? Yeah, they did, and I found that out the hard way, mate. Jake Wilson saying Dylan's looking good, and Serious Mushroom saying it was still a great time by Jake. It certainly was. So yeah, well, who do we have in Q3 then? We have a Williams in Q3. We have a McLaren in Q3. We have an Alfa Romeo making it to Q3. One Red Bull. We've got both Reynolds of Jake Wilson and McKenty making it through to Q3. We have both Mercedes making it through to Q3. I guess they both had to, I guess. An AlphaTauri in Q3 and a Racing Point in Q3. So we have 1, 2, 3 Premier League drivers. We have 1, 2 Premier League drivers. 1, 2, 3 League One drivers and the boss. Captain Infinity saying he had a little bit more time to change his tyres. Yeah, if you'd got them Great effort though, mate. P11 obviously you're going to be starting. Let's quickly have a look to see who's on laps. Sorry, I'm getting away with myself here. Denzel going slow. Kent, you will see he's put a purple sector in. Tommy is on an out lap. Shanks is still in the pit, so I'm assuming Jake. Liam is going to be the first person to put a time in. So the first round's coming. Let's see what kind of time Liam's going to put in to set the benchmark. And it's a 1:08.14. Well done to him. We see Tango's going to be next. Can he better that? No, he can't. Well, he goes a 1:08.5. Woods is starting his lap. We've got McKenty going into third. Jake Wilson takes P1 with a 1:07.7. First driver again. Another 1:07s. We see Dylan's about to cross the line. No, he's not. Well, not there. He's going to start a lap. So Denzel's going to be next. He's going to be coming through sector 3, turn 12, 13, 14 as we've got cars just getting out of the way. Denzel. Right on the left there you go, 1:08.0. Just behind Jake Wilson, although it said he put a purple sector 3 in, so Jake Wilson's slower in that sector than Denzel by the looks of it. So Liam, that'll be Liam on his in lap, Tango on his in lap, Kenty on his in lap. Where's he going again? He's in 7th. Nope, in he comes. That'll be Woods next. Woods on mediums in Q3. First time I've seen that, but what the heck. Woods puts in a 180, moves him up to P8. Dylan. P1 for Dylan, well done mate. 10th, quicker than Jake. Very good lap there. Denzel was invalidated as he'll be coming into pits and fuel lights flashing. Theo we've missed going into P3, well done Theo and the Mercedes coming in, yeah. Tommy, slow. Woods' fuel lights flashing so he'll not be going again. Swan Shanks must only have the one set of tyres, so we'll be taking a breather I'd imagine at this point. We'll just follow Dylan on his in lap. Quickly jump into the comments. Cryptic says, because I performed that badly in McLaren, does that mean I get a faster car for the next event? Well, still got the whole race yet. Captain Infinity says Mushroom. He certainly has. The great debate for Cryptic. Like Jake said, it's all based on league. So next time you could have a better car, next time you could have a worse car, next time you could have the same car. Like I say, this is the second time we've held this event, so sure there'll be more to come. Quickly jump on board with Liam, yeah, he's going to start his second lap on again medium tyres, so this will just be a practice run for Liam. Excuse me. Can quickly look at what Woods was doing, again going really slow. Did put a 1:09.0 in on the mediums, they'll be coming in. Swan Shanks invalidating his out lap. Not that I care much about that, so yeah, we'll jump on board with Swanshanks. See what the... Can he do better than his teammate? Again, Theo got a props for that one, mate. And he's invalidated turn 1, so that'll be Swanshanks pulling right out of that lap. It's the only other car on track. The AlphaTauri, but he'll be coming into the pits. Yeah, so it's right on board with Swanshanks, going really slow through turn 4. Really showing everyone what this Mercedes performance engine can do. He's not allowed to have the tow track to himself because out of the pits comes his teammate. He must have another. He must have had 2 sets of softs. Yeah. Currently P3. Great question. Has anyone gone wet setup? I'm sure a few drivers could claim that. Yeah, now I think Swanshanks, second time. Get it through turn 1 and 2, mate. There we go. Comes around turn 3. Nice. Didn't go too far right. A lot of people get curbed there. Coming down that first straight. 16.6. Yep, purple sector. And he's invalidated again, coming out of turn 4. Swanshanks really having trouble keeping it on track today. Quickly jump on board with his teammate, who's not having that problem at the moment, although you'll see Theo puts a purple sector 1 in. Coming through turn 4 and 5 very nicely. Takes it to the left, comes through this little sector 2. A little bit of curb, but that's alright. Again, just touching the curbs. As you can hear the rumble. The car rumbling over the strip there. Last little tricky turn. Nice, not too much throttle. Again, keeping off the track. Takes it right, took right in left. DRS is open. There's a yellow flag again for the Williams by the looks of it. Can Theo, well done Theo. It goes provisional P1 with a 1:07.5. That is an absolute great time. Young Theo, very well done, mate. So next will be Woods. Can Woods do any better? And the pink Mercedes goes to P7. Dylan next. Yeah, Dylan just gone P1. 3/10 quicker again than Theo. It's that Red Bull first car again. People who know the performance levels of these cars and the performance levels of the drivers. Someone's made a very good call in choosing Dylan in that Red Bull. So yeah, for all I mightn't have agreed first, I can understand why he's have chosen him. As like Denzo, he's just starting his lap, so we'll quickly jump on with him as he comes through sector 1. Oh, and invalidates. Obviously knows he's really got to push. So Liam, he's got Jake Wilson and McKenty are giving each other toes. Is McKenty giving Jake a toe? Jake now, he's coming through the first 3 corners. Very nice. Is he up on his first sector time? No, he's down by 200, so a little bit of time to find. Can he get into the slipstream of his teammate? Hopefully his teammate isn't. Quickly jump over the Tango. Where's Tango? Tango's going to jump to P6, I believe. As he has the engine glitch. That's very unfortunate. As young Tommy says, a fantastic lap from Theo. Yes, absolutely, mate. Couldn't agree more. See Swanshanks. See Theo couldn't better his time. So Swanshanks now. He's put in a purple sector too. Can Swanshanks grab P? Can Swanshanks grab pole position? Has he done it? Timed everything right? Oh no, he can't. Must have been down on his first sector time. Maybe he's lost it a bit in 3, but puts it P4. Very respectable time there though, over 107.8. Brilliant that from the Mercedes drivers. Put up with this rev glitch for a second from Tango, see if he's improving. There's a lot of curb there, you see. He's going for this. Can he better his time? No, he's on a 111, so he obviously hasn't. That's his qualifying over. With Jake Wilson in the pits, I'm seeing checkered flags on everybody else. So there we go. Pole position was taken by Dylan with a 107.2. Theo in P2, very well done to Theo with a 107.5. Jake Wilson, P3 with a 107.7. Swanshanks and the other Mercedes with a 107.8. Them 4 drivers all getting in the 107s. P5 was saw Liam, yeah. P6 was Idenzo. Quickly run through the classifications as they come up. There you go, Liam, yeah. In 5th. Idenzo in 6th. Tango in 7th. Woods in 8th. Young Tommy in 9th. And McKenty in 10th. And there is your starting top 10. But yeah, well done Theo there. I know he's in the best performance car. Well done Swanshanks. Great laps there. Oh, I can say Idenzo P6. Obviously, you cannot rule him out. But this got to be a nice little challenge for him. So quickly jump in. Young Tommy P9. He's done. I know, mate. This is the fun stuff. This. Shadows once again. Good luck, all. Yeah, good luck, mate. As we're seeing drivers. Well, basically just pressing OK on the strategy. I'd assume if there's going to be rain, just be the lower lot. As my phone goes off, I'll quickly put that on to mute. Cryptic predicting P19, P20. Well, there we go, by the looks of it, everyone's chose. Just the drivers getting ready for the formation lap. Yeah, so basically, everyone's out on the softs, apart from Dylan, Captain Infinity, and Rick Dalton. I was going to say Williams on different strategies, but got a fancy Idenzo's going to be first into the pits when the weather changes, so Rick will have to go an extra lap, just rely on that extra bit grip. So yeah, we'll quickly run through again in case you've forgotten. So we've got Captain Infinity, who's P11, Series 12. Dalton's 13th, Morski 14th, Cryptic 15th, Jake the Slayer 16th, Mrs. Jonesy in 17th, Shadows in 18th, Sean in 19th, Sloth in 20th. So yeah, this is going to be very, very good. the comments. See Justin Bradfield's joined with these good luck lads here. Thank you, Justin. And Serious Mushroom. Oh, windbreakers here. Obviously, Jake the Slayer and Sean been disqualified from the session. So they're coming together somehow. Well, Jake looks. I don't know how when there's two positions between them, but see the cars now. Something must have happened. That group at the back there, going around very slow, ghosting through each other. Yeah, Jake quickly saying good luck everyone. Lights go, the car's revving up, and it's lights out and away we go. And Liam's had a great start as we've got people ghosting. Oh, there's people left. Dylan's left the session straight away. There's oh lads, there's a lot. And the start of this race has gone absolutely haywire. Sector 2 yellow flag. We've got young Tommies at the end. We've got Theo's in the lead. It said lap 1, lap 2. Right, sorry about that lads, it's completely gone haywire at the start. Theo's had a fantastic start and he's leading the race. His teammate Swanshank's had an awful start. He's right at the back. All I saw was a lot of cars ghosting there. The screen was glitching from lap 1 to 2. As you can see, Jake Wilson's gone into P2. Dylan's dropped down to P3, Liam's in P4, Idenzo P5, McKenty's moved up 4 places to 6th, and Captain Infinity in 7th, Wood stayed in 8th, Tango's dropped down to 2. But yeah, that was a crazy first lap. I didn't know what on earth was happening there on my screen. As you see, but all I can see now as it settles down is Theo is 8 tenths ahead of Jake Wilson. He took an early lead, and obviously the best performance cars. Already Jake the Slayer's out of the race. It looks like he's retired in the pits. So unfortunately for him, he may not. As we see now, Swanshank's jumped up to P1 and he's in the pits. So yeah, as you see, there's a whole load of glitching in the game. I hope everyone's still in the lobby. Could not see an absolute thing there. As you see, somewhere Marvsky's started on low fuel. The Swanshank's coming out of the pits. You'll see a yellow flag for, is that for Sloth or is that for... There we go, Sloth's had an incident and he's lost the front left part of his wing. The cars go seem to be just forming a nice orderly queue now. They're going... I actually thought there was a yellow flag safety car at some point there. So yeah, as they're coming on to, I believe, lap 3 now. I don't know what you guys are getting. Yeah, as you can see, Theory's coming along that first straight and Jake's closing right in. So as you can see, DRS will be activated. Now DRS is activated, should be able to get race on. So as Theo has lost it completely, he's just completely lost the corner at turn 8 and 9. Too much power. I was just about to say the pressure, the challenge is on for one Mercedes to hold the lead and the other Mercedes to make up nearly a lap down, so we'll keep an eye on Swanshank's for sure to see how well he can do. But Jake Wilson's just took total advantage of that situation. He's already a second ahead of Dylan. I don't know, I see, I don't know what happened at the start with Dylan. He must have had a bad first few corners. I'll quickly have a look. Yeah, completely agree with Becca there. Definitely a lobby glitch if Jake Wilson's leading the race. Becca there just became Bradfield's best friend. See now though, Dylan is right on the back of Jake. See Jonesy's picked up the first 3-second penalty, and runs it was Theo. Yeah, the job's on now for the Mercedes to see how well they can do. As we'll see, Swanshanks has just put in the fastest lap of the race. Switched it. So the gaps 7/10. So Liam, yeah, sorry, moved up to third, and Denzel in fourth. So the drivers have evened themselves out, as we see another incident at the back. Tango there, he's just had an incident with a yellow flag. Get that one going. Top three, Jake Wilson, Dylan and Liam. Denzel just outside of DRS range. Oh, he's just entered DRS range now, so he's going to be closing in on that gap. Few challenges for some of the drivers today. This is going to be fun if the owner of the server can win this event. I don't think he'll shut up about it for a week. Especially to Bradfield, he'll get it for a month. Yeah. Dylan, you know, a good driver in a good car. Or an excellent driver in an excellent car, what can you say? And you've got, yeah, this is where you've got where there's no doubt the driver is outperforming the vehicle when you come to Liam and Denzel. Again, McKenty in fifth, no disrespect to McKenty, but I know he's just had an operation on his knee. Another fantastic driver in a good car. Looking to get, I say, 2.5 seconds behind the Williams. Really got to find some time. Here comes Captain Finley in sixth. See now. Just take it off position change for you. Tyres, there we go. See the gap, the top four getting a nice little gap. He's just looking to close it, and you've got your next group of four with Captain Infinity, Woods and Sully. And Rick Dalton, he's the back of that group, second group. A couple of little groups forming with, unfortunately, the back markers are the guys who have had the incidences so far. And Dylan's took the lead. There you go, back through, comes through the centre S's. Dylan has taken the lead from Jake, but Jake is not getting DRS, at least not on my screen, but he's taking the lead. I was going to say, I thought he was going to close that corner right off, but he didn't. Fair play to Jake, he left enough room for Dylan, but he's took that lead. Jake's on the soft compound. He'll be absolutely killing his tyres, as we see. Cryptic's had to come off at the back. Dylan too much throttle, he's lost a couple of tenths there, 3, 4, that's it, he recovered within a second, but that again, that's allowed Liam and Denzel just playing the waiting game. once this rain comes in, I know, as you can see, coming up this hill, you can see the clouds are already forming and it's looking a bit dark. Denzel, the back of this first little group. We're on to lap 8 now, a little lap up. see what's going on behind him. As you can see, the gap there to McKenty, and then the gap further back. Fair play to the guys, you know, some for meeting expectation and some for performing ahead above expectation, you know. I mean, anyone can sit and make excuses, but keeping that Williams in P4, and again Liam, the Alpha Tower is the third slowest car. Liam's doing a great job keeping that there. Looks like Rick Dalton, he's looking for the overtake. Straight, can't get the overtake done on the woods, and then we can't, he's just going to back out. Jump back on Denzo now, he's half a second there. The gap now is really getting slower, closer, so I've got to find, obviously Dylan's going to have the alright tyres, but I've got to think Jake's pushing them, so he's killing them tyres. As we can see, I've just seen the first drops of rain come in. So there we go. I don't know if you guys can see on the screen. We're on board with Denzo. You can see in the rain droplets are on screen. Yeah, Serious Mushroom just pointing out as well. Liam's doing a banging job in that. Alpha Tauri, he certainly is. And for all you who don't know, we all know Liam's got his VR headset on and uses that as his screen. So for all his eyes will be hurt, he's got that. You know, he's really at the front of that, in that car, if you like, in my opinion. He goes a little bit wide through one there, but he recovers. But you can see Denzo's right up. Denzo had to back out there. There was nowhere for him to go. Again, little slips, just allowing the top two to pull away. As we've got another yellow flag, as we've got a Sloth. No, it wasn't for Sloth, it was for a Ferrari, so it's looking like Shadows. Looks like Shadows and Theo have had it coming together, as we're seeing cars now in the pits putting the inters on. Rick Dalton being the first of them, so what we've got left, 26 laps. Inters on going to, it's got to still be a two-stop, I believe. Mushroom saying early for rain. In fact, I'm saying very early. Yeah, well, Jake said about 15 minutes. You see there, Rick's just getting past Shadows. And already, there's Theo losing it again, I'm afraid. He's just having no luck for traction. Quickly dive back up, sorry. It's like Denzo's took P2 as well, which we totally missed as he comes into the pits now for the inters. So yeah, Jake Wilson is your current leader. It was being held up. He's no. Yeah. Why did he pit stop him twice? Oh, sorry. It's gone from Jake to Denzo. Oh, I'm sorry guys, the lobby's totally glitched. There we go. I don't know what's been going on. So Jake Wilson is your current leader. He was 1.2 seconds ahead of Dylan. So you can see them all coming around there now as the penalties are flying in. All drivers now have pitted for the intermediate tyres. Quick run through of the grid. Jake Wilson's in P1, Dylan in P2, and Denzo in third place now. And look at that, Rick Dalton, the first driver to pit onto the intermediates, has absolutely flown up the grid to P4. So whatever went on earlier, if anything at all, after all the drivers pitting for intermediates, looks like Rick's benefited from that a hell of a lot. Unfortunately, Liam's dropped to 5th, down to P5. Sully is up to P6. Captain Infinity is holding steady there in 7th. Tango's in 8th. They've both obviously moved up a couple of positions. Woods in 9th, Sean in 10th. Jump on board now with Denzel again, who's half a second behind Dylan. So as I'm just looking, yeah, DRS have been disabled by the race officials. So now it's all about driving. I believe personally that the rain has leveled this grid out a bit. Now it's who's got the better driving ability still for me. Still wouldn't rule out a Williams 1-2. Still imagine with more than half of this race to go, an upset or two to still occur. Yeah, just at the minute all the drivers just seem to be keeping the gaps and not seeing anything, although Dylan is right now at the 16. Let's right on board with Dylan then. He's going to come through the centre S's as we've got another yellow flag. That looks like for an Alfa Romeo move to the side. I'll not leave that. Straight on board with Dylan. He's just lost a couple of tenths coming through the first sector there. Can we make that back up? Pressure and pressure and pressure onto Jake here. Can he force an error? Here they come to this tricky section, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Two of these corners, as we know, too much throttle and you're a goner. See now, Jake just putting that car where it needs to be. Not showing an opportunity. You see Sloth's getting this 3-second time penalty. Same as Denzel, he's just sitting behind them two as well. Dylan as well, looking to pounce on any mistake. Yes, getting through them corners alright. Turn 12 obviously being the other corner where you can lose it so badly. Mushroom saying, watch for it going full wet. It looks like heavy rain. Yeah. Quite agree. Quite agree. So this top three will jump on board with Denzel. So we've got another yellow flag for the other Mercedes. Oh, sunshine. Theo's out. Theo is out of the race. We're going to have a look. Sloth is on the grass. He's going to come round. Theo spun it, went straight into the wall, and he would have lost his wheel. Thankfully just a yellow flag. To see now, yeah, visibility is we've got another yellow flag. That'll be for the car ahead of Jake Wilson going slow. Big Sloth, I'm afraid, coming to get lapped. Yeah, I could quite agree with you there. Mushroom, I'm thinking full wet. So right on board with Denzel. Visibility is it's getting there. Yeah, the rain's coming right down now. Come on, Dylan, and Sloth's having a nightmare. Two comments, very true. I guess it's not a track for the Alfa Romeos, is it really, if they're built on straight line speed? This track's obviously just the two straights for DRS. Quickly have a look. And And joined with is, yeah, this is a realistic event, mate. Realistic performance settings. Because if you ever in a million years think Jake Wilson can hold the lead from Idenzo, no disrespect to either driver, or even Dylan, who's in the middle of the two. But even this, you've got to take your hat off to Jake. You've got to take your hat off to Dylan. Every time they're looking at the board, Idenzo, less than half a second. They know themselves, one little mistake, and Idenzo's past them. They won't need a second invitation. As we can see now, I was just about to say, Swanshanks is about to get lapped, and as I look, he is the first driver to go to full wets. So we can see if any other drivers coming in. Look to change. Again, the top three now, you just... They're not pulling away, you know, Liam, who's taking P4 again from Rick. And we've got another, looks like, Sloth again. He's completely lost his nose now, and that looks like a safety car. Yes, it is. So unfortunately, although Sloth is not out of the race, it does appear to have caused a safety car. So got to believe Swanshanks is absolutely buzzing with that, because he's on the wet tyres. He's going to get a chance to make up a lap. As we've got McKenty. Was it McKenty who's caused the safety car? No? Why? Oh, that yellow dot is the safety car. Sorry. Yeah, so Jake's just pulled up behind the yellow dot of the safety car, which I thought was his teammate. So drivers now pitting in. Oh, Liam's managed to pit already for the wets. Oh, now there you go. What about that one then? Liam has managed to pit under the safety car and came out in 6th place on full wets. Now, is that just won him the race? Sorry, that's got me really thinking. If anyone could chip in with their thoughts there. Why am I on Jake Wilson and it's showing me an Alfa Romeo of Tango? I don't understand that. Take 1 second to get a drink. Oh, sorry about that. I might as well took a bathroom break as well. So it looks like the safety car should be coming in this lap. Hopefully Swanshanks and Sloth can gain a bit more ground, so it does. Is that Jake slowing them down and let the safety car speed off? Or is it going to go for one more lap? Nope, there we go, race control, safety car is in this lap. Jake will be slowing them right up. Let's see now. On my screen, the safety car is in the pits. And is this Jake's a goner? Yep, Jake sets him away. It looks like he's getting a good start, nearly a second already ahead of Rick Dalton, who's up into second place. Don't know what's happened there, but Rick Dalton has moved up into second place as they're coming around to turn one. It's green flag racing again. We'll have a quick look down the field and not seeing anything happening so far. Everyone gets a nice clean restart by the looks of it. Gaps already formed between 10 and 11. Yep, the top 10 are already pulling away. It's coming to the end of the first straight. Everyone's getting through the first sector nice and clean. Coming to sector 2, the next tricky part. As we see, Shaddaz is overtaking Captain Infinity. Captain Infinity's lost a couple of places. Young Tommy's went into the pits and come out on fresh intermediate tyres. I don't know why. Maybe his wets aren't the tyre to be on. I'm looking at the timing boards there. It's Jake Wilson still in the lead of the race with Rick Dalton, who's came out of nowhere to take second place. Dylan's in third, Idenzo's in fourth. Sean, he's come out of nowhere. I've never noticed him. Surely he started at he went out Q1, didn't he not? That's a fantastic race from him. Liam's in sixth. Marvsky, he's just moved up to P6. He's overtaken Liam. Is Liam coming? Someone coming to pits? No, they've just lost the places. So Liam, yeah, has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as we're starting lap 21. See, half a second. There's the first yellow flag. That looks like Captain Infinity. Oh, yes, it is. He's took a spin. He's lost his wing. Unfortunately, into the pits for him. That's ruined what was a very good evening for him. Back on board with the leaders now. Liam, yeah, he's re-overtaken Marvsky. He's 2.5 seconds from fifth, so maybe the wet tyre wasn't the right choice. Maybe it is just going to stay intermediate conditions as we're seeing another yellow flag again, as that'll be for Sloth, is it? Maybe he's not. The back racing again anyway, so back with the leaders again. Got Dylan in third place. He's at the meat and a Williams sandwich here. And Jake Wilson's always looking like the cherry on top because he's got a 1.3 second gap and he's increasing it all the time from Rick Dalton. I'm on board. Why it does that, I don't know, but there you can see on board with Jake Wilson. He's pulling that gap away from the Williams. A lot of people, yeah, performance-wise it should be miles ahead, but this is like Rick Dalton we're talking about. This is Idenzo. The guys who are on this put so much work into this game. So, getting there, you go and see the gap. It's already 2.5 seconds from Sean. Sean's looking at them already in the distance. Liam's just seems to be falling further and further away. Maybe the wets were not a good call from him. Rick, he's catching Jake and then he's losing the time. So there's a few mistakes here and there from Jake. This race isn't over yet. See, Idenzo. He's been there behind Dylan for what seems like an eternity. He's just been patient as a saint. The same goes for Dylan. Knowing he's got Idenzo right on his tail. The slightest mistake and he's getting overtaken. Credit to the four of them. Good look. Pointing out again, serious mushroom. Jake Wilson's got no penalties, neither has Denzo. We'll have a quick look into that if you want. Oh, Dylan's got 11 seconds worth of penalties. That's really going to be a nightmare for him. You see him pulling away. And that's Rick Dalton's got the side, and Denzo's crashed into him. Oh no! And Denzo's got damage. By the time he's seen, Rick took a spin on turn 4, and by the time Denzo, and Sean's a bit aggressive there trying to get past Denzo. By the time Denzo has come round turn 4, he just couldn't go anywhere. There was Rick, and they've had it coming together. As my laptop has just died, so I cannot see none of the screeners. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That would be for either Cryptic or Young Tommy. I'm assuming Young Tommy. Going to see now. Rick's gone into the pits. Obviously Denzo cannot follow him, because I don't want a double stack. But yeah, that is an absolute nightmare for them both. So we're on board with Denzo. We'll see as he comes along. He's missing his right end plate. He's came around this corner, and you would assumed maybe Rick would have ghosted by then, but he hadn't, and he just couldn't go anywhere. It's so unfortunate. As we see, Rick Dalton's just coming out the pits now. He's gone from 2nd to 13th. So unfortunate for him. We see Jake though is now 3.5 seconds ahead of Dylan. So I wonder if that incident with Rick has hampered Dylan's race. As we see him coming around the pit straight, it's Captain Infinity gets a penalty, no. Dylan must have just had to slow down. But he's now 3 seconds, so he's made up a half a second on that lap, as we've got another yellow flag in sector 3 for what looks like, yeah, that looks like Sloth getting overtaken. Yeah, your top 5 now are starting to get the gaps in between. So your now closest battles here is Sully's looking to overtake McKenty. These midfield runners now, guys, I appreciate you putting the comments in. I cannot see my laptop because my damn power's gone. Quickly get that sorted out. We're right on board with Sully. These midfield markers now looks like the closest places for your battles. See Liam, he's gone up to 5th. The only driver, oh sorry, he's not the only driver in the top 10. One of only 3 drivers here with the wet compound tyres on now. Look on Jake and Dylan. Dylan is down to 2.5 seconds, so he's catching on to Jake lap after lap, so we'll keep an eye on them times. Hopefully Dylan can get right back up close. Found my charger, I've plugged me, turning my laptop on now. We'll see. Denzo still on, still hasn't pitted, he's still in 3rd. So you know how much damage he can take before he has to pit. Yellow flag, sector 1, sector 2. And that's for a pink Mercedes, so that's for unfortunately Woods. He's had a spin and he's lost some front wing. He's on the wet tyres as well, so it's not looking good for them wet tyres either. We've got another yellow flag for him going slow. Again, yeah, it's a battle for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th at the moment. It seems to be where it's at. Another yellow flag. In sector 2. There's cars spinning left, right and centre. A lot of drivers really struggling in the wet weather today. We've got Sully. He's in a Haas, so he's doing really well heading that in P7. P8. Fair shout away from his P19 and 20. If we got the before. Mrs. Jones here. We've got another yellow flag for another red car. It's not Shadows, he's doing alright. Tango for Sloth. Yeah, Sloth is having an absolute mare. And there goes his wheel. And that instantly brings out another safety car. So Denzo, it appears, was correct to stay out. Will he come in under this safety car? I've got to fancy a lot of drivers are going to come in now. Lap 27, so there's 9 laps left. Would it be? Well, Jake's going to need another set of tyres surely. He's put 15 laps on the ones he's on, so that'll be why Dylan's closing in on him. He's going to be absolutely wounded with this safety car. Quickly get me. Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing at the comment. Mushrooms were Denzo and Rick going to be having a fight. You can see the drivers coming in and out the pits. You can see a lot of drivers choosing not to pit. So Jake Wilson was one of the ones who did pit, and he can battle with Kriplik for this P5. Just comes out ahead of Kriplik, which will benefit him. Kriplik being on 10 lap old tyres. McKenty and Sully also 10 lap old tyres. Liam 10 lap old wet tyres. So Jake is going to be looking to overtake them guys pretty quick. You see Liam is right behind the safety car now, so they've caught up. See, that'll be young Tommy coming out of the pits and set of wet. So again, not all drivers sticking to the same compound. Excuse me once again. Sorry about that. Just noticing as well, yeah. Mushroom saying if Liam wins now, legend, he's great in the wet. So you're going to have another lap. So you're talking 7 laps of racing on them wet. I could definitely see him winning it. The only obviously thinking about the guys who've just pitted. So Jake's on fresh tyres, Dylan, Denzo. So that's still provisionally your P3. As you see, your current top 3 have all got 11 lap old tyres. Again, safety cars come at a bad time for some drivers, a great time for others. It's going to make of an interesting final stint of the race. Again, Rick Dalton, he's back up into the points. Shada's doing a great job in the Ferrari in my opinion. In P9, Morsky P11. So again, another case of the driver outperforming the vehicle they're in. safety car away, so are we going to get a message from race control? Very slow there. Oh, I didn't see the message from race control, but I've got to assume that they're going. No, it's not. One more lap. Safety car did not enter the pits. Sully's Haas is the worst car out there. Second lowest performing car, 12 lap old tyres, definitely, certainly outperforming the vehicle. So we come to sitting in third place. It's going to be hot under pressure from the restart of Jake. Safety car, I'm looking now to see if I get the... No, it's not yet, it's after the next sector starts. You just see the safety car's just pulling away. Liam's going to slow them right down. Safety cars now entering the pits. When's he going to get them away? As soon as he hits the DRS line, see his foot's down. Way to go. And we're green flag racing again, coming into turn one. We've got Liam with McKenty right up his tail. There you go. Jake Wilson's already passed Sully into third place. And fresh tyres as we knew. Oh, there goes a Reynolds. There goes a Reynolds. There goes McKenty. Oh no, mate. So coming out of turn 3, sorry, out of turn 2, McKenty's went straight. We've got another yellow flag. McKenty's lost it coming out of turn 2 and he's gone right to the back of the grid. We've got Liam Yares now leading the race, followed by Jake Wilson, followed by Cryptic Alibi. He's made it up to third, but the top two already getting up 1 second to 2.3 gap ahead of each other. Dylan though, he's right on the back of Cryptic. Sully's right on the back of Dylan. Idenzo's right on the back of Sully and Tango's come out of nowhere again. He's up to P7 as we've got another safety car. Just as you get started, you get stopped. Again, I'm not seeing any cars out of the race. Someone's had a crash and it's caused the safety car. Okay then. Anyone going to pit this time? People saying they need wets. Is that what it's causing it? Yeah, as we're seeing people coming into the pits now. Jake Wilson's had to come into the pits, put on a set of wet tyres. That is very fortunate for him. Again, anything Mushroom says about the tyre strategy, I'm going to believe. Jake Wilson has just proved them to be correct, instantly coming into the pits and putting on a set of wet tyres. So yeah, we'll be looking at the likes of Marvsky. What's Marvsky going to do? Idenzo. Again, another driver. You know he knows what he's doing. Still on intermediate tyres. He's not going to want to pit after he pitted had to unfortunately pit before. Sully's up to P3. Cryptic up to P2. So the next restart's going to be crucial for the second, third and fourth place drivers. Just seeing what McKenty did, and I don't know what happened for this safety car to come out. Another lap of that, so have a look, see if anyone's going to jump into the pits. It's Cryptic going through, Cryptic staying out. Sully stayed out, Denzel stayed out, Marski stayed out. So no one's coming to the pits this lap. Yeah. Liam, the first guy to pit wet onto wet tyres 15 laps ago. I asked then, had it won his race? Had it won him the race? And it could quite possibly have. If wets are by far the better tyre, theoretically he should be pulling away from the pack straight away. And yeah, wow, what a call to put them on then. Obviously 2 safety cars have helped them expand the life of them tyres, but if Liam has a reputation of being a legend in the wet, it's got to fancy it's his to lose. As Mushroom says there, Liam's got this, he thinks. Yeah, I'm quite inclined to agree with you on that one. You know, driver's reputation precedes them sometimes, and you know Liam. Denzel's just getting a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Tango. So it looks like Tango's went in the back of him, I'm afraid. Is it in? No, it's another lap. So it's coming down to 3 laps for Liam, really, isn't it? No, it's going to be 2 laps. Yeah, he did take the gamble. Pitted onto the wet really early while everyone else was putting on intermediates. I feel like this is a fair play to the lad. He's going to have to defend for 2 laps. Just coming around into sector 2 again. Just waiting for the notification. You've got to assume that the safety car's in this lap. They're not going to just have 1 lap racing. You can see there at the bottom of the screen, Woods is a mile back from McKenty. We've got the field 4 as well. Sitting in 16th, he's doing so well. There you go, safety car in this lap, so we're going to get 2 laps of racing. All eyes on Liam. As he's slowing them right up, as Captain Finley gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Dylan. And we're ready, go away, safety car is in. Look at the gap already between Swanshanks and Marski's, over 2 seconds. See the yellow flag. They're going all over the place again. Yeah, as you can see already, Liam's just pulling away. Pulling away. You see Swanshanks has jumped up into 5th place. Wow, what has gone on here with Swanshanks? broken wing as well. Obviously, someone's gone off again. I've just seen it. Is that a Haas? No, that's not the Haas. So Sully. Oh, now Sully's all the way at the back. Sully's been involved in an incident. And that's allowed Kripnik to move up to second place. So again, an intermediate tyre runner. Movsky's dropped all the way at the back, so he's had an incident. As Tango takes P2 away from Kripnik. All changed, but Liam, yeah, is already 4 seconds ahead after only a lap. So barring a catastrophe, this is Liam's race. Tango's come out of nowhere into second. Kripnik in third. Swanshanks, after an absolute nightmare start, has come out straight out of left field to get currently sitting in P4. He's got young Tommy, who had an incident as well. There's been a lot of incidents and a lot of recovery drives. There's Tommy's been left no space. As you see, a yellow flag in sector 1. Again, Jonesy and Shadows are out. Both Jonesy and Shadows have had to come together and they're both out. And now as we come to the end of the race with the amount of drivers out, that's a shame, that, lads. 12 drivers left. We've got yellow flags. I think I think some drivers have retired in the pits as well. See, young Tommy's taken third away from his teammate. See Ricks. We've just seen another McLaren spin, so there's Kripnik's lost it, so all the intermediate tyre winners have had nightmares, and Idenzo's out. I didn't even see it happen. Idenzo was out the race. Oh, what a nightmare end to this race. Only 12 drivers left. We'll have Liam, yeah, has crossed the line in first place to take the realistic event Brazilian Grand Prix. Because of penalties, Rick Dalton's moved up into second place. Jake Wilson has recovered after that forced pit stop to take third. Very well done to you three guys on a tricky wet track in Brazil. Rick Dalton picks up driver of the day. He thoroughly deserves. Kripnik says he was taken out. Liam with a big smile. Yeah, fair play to you, Liam. You put them wet tyres on when no one else did, and it's absolutely paid dividends. As we see, Liam there in his AlphaTauri uniform with a Williams outfit there. So obviously 2 lower performing cars, one taking the win and one taking second. There you go, Rick Dalton, no penalties at all. I think it boosted him from about 8th or 9th all the way to second. Even after an unfortunate spin to collide with his brother. Jake Wilson there, great race. Started at third, finished third, had to make 3 stops. Again, as you can see, drivers having to make 4 stops. Swanshanks down to 8th, but 5 stops. Captain Infinity 5 stops. A tricky track at the best of times, Brazil. But well done to yourselves, guys. Tango takes P4, Dylan 5th, young Tommy in 6th, Marvsky 6th, Swanshanks 8th, Captain Infinity 9th, Kripnik in 10th, Kenty 11th, who was at the back at one point, Sean in 12th, Mrs. Jonesy in 13th, Shadas 14th, Sully 15th, and Idenzo unfortunately out. Yeah, Jake Wilson saying, Liam, you're unbelievable, mate, and Liam, next race you're in the Williams. No, mate. But no, that was fair play to you, mate. That was an absolute fantastic drive. So yeah, if you want to tune in to Twitch at the moment, I believe Idenzo and Rick's parents are setting up the stream to watch the fight. Just jokes, lads. Very, very unfortunate he's coming together. But yeah, an absolute great event to watch. Thank you very much everyone for taking part. Thank you very much everyone for joining in. And I'll see you next week. As Mushroom says, can we watch the Idenzo fight? Is it being streamed? If only. We might have it on pay-per-view next week. But no. Thank you very much everyone. And I hope you have a good week. And we'll see you next week. Bye for now.